People are tired of Izimbizo and the promises that come from such forums. So let me ask a different question tonight. What should the president avoid in his State of the Nation address on Thursday to not put people off?
Well, I think firstly, we've got to talk about the pageantry of the GNU. The idea that 30 million rand is being spent on this tent, the sight of members of parliament walking down the red carpet like they are celebrities in a country of failed politics. This is all stuff that's grossly out of touch with the South African people. But what we need to see differently from the president is really a couple of things. The first is we can't be receiving new promises until we are getting in a sense of where the old promises are being delivered upon. Because every time we have a State of the Nation address, it's bullet trains, it's tin swallows, it's all these creative work of speechwriters who conjure up images to distract us from the fact that the things that were told to us last year have still not been done. We've been on the ground across the country as Action SA leaders today, talking to South Africans, and it's very clear, South Africans think that this tradition of the State of the Nation address is completely out of touch with their needs, and they're tired of broken promises. They want local government service delivery that's working, and they're turning around and asking us, why is it that this government of national unity is continuing on autopilot the same way the ANC used to govern before?
Interesting, straight to the point. Let's come to you, Mr. Zungula. What should the president avoid in his speech on Thursday?
Evening, Xoli. You know, it's difficult to say what he must avoid. I can tell you exactly what he's going to do on Thursday. He is going to lie to South Africans. He's going to make empty promises, and he's going to gaslight South Africans because he's going to speak as if the lived experiences of South Africans, there is no South Africa of that nature. He's going to lie to South Africa and speak about building a capable state, yet practically in government, he's going to be signing off public-private partnerships. He's going to make empty promises like he's made promises about building a bullet train, building a university in Ekurhuleni, about building a smart city, and all of those things have not materialized. I can tell you now, Xoli, the president has been president of the country since 2018. It is 8 years later. If you look at the lived reality of what South Africa is now, it is a country that is collapsing. If you look at the fact that even people in Midrand, who could have thought, Xoli, that as an urban area like Midrand, you are going to have people lining up in the streets waiting for water. It is the type of country that we are living in. We're having issues now whereby there's mass murders, whereby 20, 30 people are killed in one sitting, and it is happening frequently. Yet the president took the Ministry of Intelligence into his own office. So under President Ramaphosa, one thing that people need to realize, South Africa is collapsing under their watch, and it will take honest South Africans to realize that no matter how good Mr. Ramaphosa is painted in the media, no matter how much good PR he receives, but the lived realities and the state of the country alone, it is showing that he's a failed president because he's failed to improve the lives of South Africans. No matter the metric you use, no matter the indicator that you can check, whether it's in the economy, it is checking poverty, economic growth, any indicator that you can look or judge Mr. Ramaphosa's presidency on, you'll find that it is a dismal failure. So South Africans must just ready themselves for a post-Ramaphosa presidency, because the presidency of Ramaphosa has brought nothing but pain, hopelessness, and poverty to all of the millions of South African citizens.
Sure. Mazuplose, you get to have the last word on what the president needs to do to avoid gaslighting South Africans.
Well, good evening, Xoli, and to the viewers at home. I mean, my colleagues in the studio and Honorable Zungula have articulated very well. And I don't think that there's anything that the president would do to avoid gaslighting our people. He's going to gaslight our people. He's going to come and tell us that there is someone who's a beneficiary of the 350 social grant who has now started a business and they are now a millionaire. That's the president that we have in this country, who lies to the people of this country with a straight face. And you get people clapping hands for him. This is a president who comes to a State of a Nation address and tell us that we need to dream. And he inspires South Africans who need jobs, South Africans who are looking for proper healthcare, and tell them that all they need to do is to dream. And he has no account of what he has done over the past years. He always comes in a State of a Nation address as if he's starting afresh. Like my colleagues have said, that he's been a president for 8 years. I think probably even you guys as the media, in the 8 years that Cyril Ramaphosa has been president, you can count the number of times that you've engaged him as a media. That's why that he runs away from accountability. This is the same president who funded his own ANC campaign with R1 billion. Still today, we do not know who his funders is. This is a president who was found hiding money in the couch. And still today, that Phala report is still sitting in the court. It's a presidency who tells lies. It's a presidency who gaslights South Africans. It's a presidency who avoids accountability. He's an absent president who doesn't even, execute his own resolution. Standing right here, we've got a resolution in Parliament to close the embassy of Israel. Cyril Ramaphosa has not executed that. He has not done anything. He will come and promise a GDP growth of about 3% to 4.5%, only to come and advance it downwardly, where we're only sitting with the GDP growth of about 1.5% yearly. This is the same president who wanted to impose VAT on our people, and we had to go and fight that in court. So it's a president who has no leadership skills whatsoever, who is absent from the country. I don't even know where Cyril Ramaphosa is right now. When last did we see him saying anything about anything in this country? This country is in ruins. It's burning. The crime intelligence of this country is captured. And Cyril Ramaphosa is nowhere. He's going to come on Thursday, put on a smile, and our people, they're going to clap for him, and then he's gone again.